In today's video I will be reviewing two products that will be released at the 2023 Blackpool Magic Convention. Hey everyone, Stephen here, and in today's video I will be reviewing two products that will be released by Elliot Bibby at the Blackpool Magic Convention. If that sounds interesting, just keep watching. In today's video I'll be reviewing two products that will be released at the 2022 Blackpool Magic Convention. The first one is the Bibby Bullet, and the second one is the Bibby Bottle Opener. These are two tricks from my friend Elliot Bibby, and they will be released at the Blackpool Magic Convention 2023. You'll be able to purchase these at the Visual Magic stand, where Elliot will also be there to give you a little demo. Before we get into the review, I just want to take a few seconds to say that these products were sent to me from Elliot. Elliot is also a good friend of mine. However, everything that I do say will be my own opinions, thoughts, and will be no way influenced in my personal or professional relationship with Elliot. I don't believe I've got to say that, but let's get into the review. The first review that I will be doing will be of this. This is the Bibby Bottle Opener. So what is the trick? The trick is you take a bottle opener, you open a bottle of beer, you take the bottle cap, you hit it with the bottle opener, and the cap vanishes and penetrates and becomes ingrained into the bottle opener. So what do you get in the packaging? Let me show you. So this is the packaging. You get a little, it is a padded envelope with a sticker on it. It's nothing over the top, but I am a big fan of minimal packaging, because sometimes you buy a magic product where, you know, clearly they've spent £400 on a product, but £100 of that is to go towards the cost of the packaging, the boxing. One of the things that really annoyed me was when they brought out that, I believe it was like a version of Colour Match, where you opened the packaging and it played a song. Like, what is the point? So I do like the minimal approach to this. So what do you get inside? Inside you get two gimmicks that allow you to do it. You get the paddle. You also get another gimmick that will help you with certain handlings. And as well as that, you get a little card. On this card you have the full tutorial. It takes you to the Visual Magic website, where it will ask for a password. You put password in and there is a video tutorial of the trick. I remember when Elliot first came up with this idea, he was like, how about if I could fuse a bottle cap onto a bottle opener? I remember thinking, that's pretty cool. Have you got a method? And Elliot was like, kind of. And he showed me roughly what he had, and it's almost the same as what this trick is. However, on the tutorial there are various versions that will allow people of different skill sets. They will allow you to learn it, whether you're really advanced and you are good at sleight of hand. There's also visual versions that can be used for social media. The tutorial is about 15 minutes long. It was shot from my good friend Cammy Gibson, who is a phenomenal mentalist. The tutorial is very basic. There's nothing over the top, no amazing cinematics. However, it's not needed. It's a fairly simple effect, straightforward. So Elliot explains everything really, really well. You then get three handlings where Elliot explains them. One is a gimmick version, one is a sleight of hand version, and one is basically a combination of the two. Now I do know that this is a trick that Elliot performs. It is really practical. It is pretty much instant reset. The only negative I can think of is it's not something you do in every environment, because there's not going to be bottles that will get opened, there's not going to be bottle caps lying around. It would be a bit weird to just pull a bottle cap out and go examine that, and then pull out the bottle opener and just do the trick. It would be possible, but for me personally I wouldn't do it, because it's not my kind of style. I can't imagine Elliot probably has done that at some point. The only other negative is just how simple and direct it is. Some people may expect to be getting a complicated gimmick that allows you to do this. They may be expecting that it's going to be really difficult, complex sleight of hand. They may even expect that there's difficult angles, but I'll be honest, there's no difficult angles with this. It can be done pretty much surround it. So overall, it is a great trick. It is by no means perfect. It is something that I might do maybe once or twice, but it's not going to fit my character. So for that, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Now on to the second review. The second review will be of the Bibby Bullet. So what is the effect? The effect is a card is selected, it is lost in the deck, you make a gun, you go bang, and you shoot a hole right through the card. Like that. Okay, so the packaging, same again. It is the padded envelope with the sticker on it. You've already heard my thoughts on that in the last review, so just apply them to this. And then what do you get inside? Let's find out. Okay. So inside you get a bunch of gimmicks that will allow you to do the trick. And as well as that, you get the tutorial slip. Same again, it will take you to Visual Magic's website. And there is... I've just read the password, right? And it's quite funny. There is a password. It will allow you to look this up. And it will allow you to learn the tutorial. So this is a trick that I have saw grow over the last couple of years. I remember when Elliot first came up with it, it was very simple, which it still is, but he's made little tweaks that has improved the routine. So in the pack you will get 10 gimmicks that will allow you to do this routine 10 times. The good thing about this routine is you don't need a new gimmick every time. You can use the same gimmick over and over again and pretty much they'll last you a lifetime. However, if you want to do the signed version, you can do that. It just means you'll use one gimmick every time. If you want to give it away, again, you'll use one gimmick every time. On the tutorial you get a little intro from Elliot. You get a what do you get in your package. You then get 3 routines, one of which is a signed card routine. And I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the handling of the signed version. However, I do think if I was to think about it and apply some stuff that I already know, I could probably tailor it to suit my handling and the way I perform a little bit better. After the 3 tutorials, you do get a bonus idea section where Elliot gives you some bits of business and some ideas that he's had. And the best bit is he shows you how to make the gimmick. The gimmick is fairly easy to make, however there are little subtleties that Elliot has added in to make it a lot better. The only negative would be the handling. Sometimes it may not be ideal for the situation that you're in. For example, the signed version, I'm not a big fan of it because there are certain moves and things that to me don't make sense, but they don't suit my performance style. So I just want to make that clear, the signed version is a good version, however, I wouldn't do it, it's not my style. Another thing is, there's a bit of thinking that you need to do to make sure the reveal is a bit more visual and a bit more obvious. And sometimes in performance, the way I perform, I would feel that that might not be 100%. So that's maybe a little negative that you might need to consider, that you do need to basically keep the deck in a certain orientation. So overall, this is a really good trick. I do like it. I can see how it would be engaging for a spectator. I have saw Elliot perform this to pretty much every kind of audience over the years, and I do know it gets great reactions. I will not perform this. I won't perform this. It's Elliot's trick. Elliot is kind of known locally for this trick, so I'm not going to do it. However, that's not going to put me off from giving this a 9.5 out of 10. It is a fantastic card trick. It is really practical. Instant reset, depending on the version you're doing, and it'll work in the real world. There we have it. That is this week's video, a review of 2 products. You will be able to purchase these from the Virtual Magic stand at Blackpool 2023. And if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a wee thumbs up. Click the subscribe button, switch the notification bell on, because every time I post a new video, you will be notified. And with that being said, I will see you in Blackpool 2023. See you there.